Okay, well, hello everybody. Welcome to the CosCast episode 9. And as promised, today we are scheduled to have a little interview with Santatory Cosplay, who is a very talented Norwegian cosplayer. And unfortunately, she's having a few technical difficulties. So we're just trying to get the CosCast up and running, but I figured since it's 8 o'clock now, we're not gonna, keep you waiting in despair or anything. So I'm starting it all by myself for now. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Sorry, I got a little distracted there by my own slideshow. So, me being alone here, maybe not so fun, but I'll just get the ball rolling and start the party, I think. No matter how this turns out. Let's see. I figured I could start by letting you all know how my week has been, what kind of cosplay progress I have made. Let's see. Just gonna fix that. So this week I've been doing some bead stitching and worked on some brass filigree to make a hair barrette. And this is how it turned out. This is like Victorian inspired hair barrette that I will be using for my much talked about steampunk fairy cosplay. So I'm pretty proud of how this turned out. So these are all like embroidered on some brown felt, and these swirly things are brass filigree pieces that I've glued onto a hair barrette, and then I've added pearls and little things to decorate it with. So I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. So it's just, going to be pinned to my hair in some fashion. Beyond that, I haven't really had much time to work on my cosplay this week because, well, homework. Too much. All right, so I'm going to try to invite Santatory now and see if we can get past our technical difficulties. Let's see. There she is. Invite. So I can see that she's popping up in the conversation, but she's having some issues with her video feed and her audio. So we're just going to hang on a bit and see if it's working. And I can see that there are a lot of people online watching us right now on this live stream. So I'm going to activate the Q&A. So if you have any questions for Santatory about her cosplays or her future plans or how she works in her projects or how she, gets her wigs to look so good or whatever, you can just type in your questions live and we will do our best to answer them if we get her on. So yeah, so if you're not using Google Plus, you can just click on that little window that usually appears in the screen that asks you or prompts you to be part of the live stream, and then you can come in there and write in some questions and we can answer them live. So that's fun. Annabella Cosplay won't be able to attend today because she has been out ghost hunting with her group, Norwegian Ghost Hunters, and so she won't be back. And Tonya, our good friend, is currently trying to get online because she's invested in some new computer stuff. So let's see if she's here. Nothing as of yet. So, well, the program for this CosCast is mainly based around Santatory, so it's kind of sucks that we're having technical issues, but hey, that's how it is sometimes. But as you can see, I'm sitting here in my white wig and quite dramatic eye makeup, and that is because this is a makeup test for my upcoming Sith cosplay, which I will be wearing for Desicon Fantasy, which is next Saturday, 28th of March. And so I figured that this was a good look for a Sith. So as you can see, it stretches out to the side, mostly hidden by my bangs. But I thought it was a Good start. Ooh, looks like we're getting... Yay! Enyassia is here. Huzzah!
Hello.
And your
Hello.
son is there. Great!
Great.
So now we're only waiting for Santatory. Woohoo! So, while we wait for Santatory to get online, and while you give her tech support, I figured I would ask you, have you made any cosplay progress this week?
Yeah, a little bit. At least I've just received some LARPing gear from LARP.no. Like
Please show.
this one,
Fancy.
elven headband, and a sword, which I don't have beside me right now, and a sword holder.
Yeah, so you've gotten quite a lot of stuff. And will you be using all of that for Dezagon Fantasy?
Yeah, I guess so. Would be very cool to have all that gear.
Because you're planning to go as...
An Elven Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an original character, not from any specific...
Yeah, it's an original character. Oops, no.
Yeah,
Cool.
if you've just tuned in, I just told people that we have a live Q&A, so you can send in questions for Santatory, so she can, you know,
Nei,
answer your questions.
du får ikke til å koble på PC, da.
And so if you go to Google+, you will be able to type in your questions, and then we will be able to answer them as soon as Santatory is with us. But until then, we'll just have to keep talking and entertaining you like we usually do.
She's having troubles with both her phone and tab, so she'll ask her boyfriend if she can borrow his webcam so she can use it on the computer.
Yeah. Come on, boyfriend. Be a pal. Help your girlfriend out. If not, you're a dick. I say without ever having met the poor man.
Yeah.
I'm a dick. That's how it is. I'm a dick. Because we can cuss, because this is on the internet. So, yeah. I'm just really looking forward to next Saturday when Dezagon Fantasy kicks off, because I haven't been to a convention since Dezagon Cosplay in Japan, and that was in like October or something, I think.
Yeah, it was October.
Yeah. And I wore my first proper cosplay that I had made all by myself there, and it had some kinks, and my top kept falling down all the time. So I'm kind of hoping that my experience since then will make it a little bit more comfortable cosplay-wise.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah. At least this time I've engineered a piece of cosplay that's not going to fall down. Won't be flashing anyone, unless they want me to. I still won't flash anyone, even if they want me to.
No. No flashing.
Okay, so that was me trying to be funny.
Always funny.
Always funny. Always the comic relief.
Yeah. So
I figured I could start by showing you guys some pictures of Santatory's cosplays, in case there are anyone watching who don't really know Santatory a lot, or haven't seen her before, or, you know, it's always nice to share. Sharing is caring.
Most likely you have heard of her, but just in case.
Yeah, but just in case. So I'm going to present this for all. So here we have a very, very cute interpretation of Anna from Frozen. Like, if you can't see it, then you're blind. Which she did Anna, and then Starbit Cosplay made an Elsa, and they did some photos together, I believe.
Yeah.
And here we have her in one of her most recent cosplays, which is Awen from Lord of the Rings, which she wore for London Super Comic Con, which was just recently. So, and I am in awe of how beautiful that dress is.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
the sister got skills. So, let's
I'm so
see.
envious. I'm really envious.
Yeah. I can't believe, how she can afford all of those beautiful fabrics because those dresses look so expensive.
Yeah, they do. And that's probably much because of her skills with the sewing machine.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a very talented seamstress, which the next one will prove, because this is Coronation Elsa, and she has hand sewn, or, handmade. She's sewn on a machine. Um, the coronation dress from Frozen, and I was so impressed watching her progress on this because she's so meticulous, and all of those little, like details on the corset and on the skirt are made by her on a machine, like sewn in on the fabric. And I was just so impressed when I saw it in real life at Desicon Cosplay in Japan.
Oh, I think
Oh,
we
we have audio! Yay! We'll just keep talking. Now this, Santatory obviously is most well known for her cosplays of Marjorie Tyrell.
Yeah.
And so, she looks so much alike. Isn't there like a story where some journalist mistook her picture?
Yeah. I think many people has mistaken her for being the real actress.
Mm. The name Natalie Dormer, is that it? Oh, we have it! Yay! Hooray! So yeah, that's the highlights of Santatory that I've been showing you, the audience. Now you're well familiar with her. And I'm just gonna stop the screen share. There we go.
Oh.
So, welcome, Santatory!
I made it!
Yay!
Woohoo!
I hate technology.
Well, technology usually hates me too, so.
Well, yeah, I get that. Do you have backfeed, or is it okay?
No, it's good. I
Okay,
can't
good.
hear anything at least, so.
Yeah, I apologize. It's a bit dark in here.
No, but that's okay. No problem. We can
Alright.
see you and we can hear you. That's the most important part.
Oh, okay.
Indeed.
So maybe you could start by like introducing yourself briefly, like, how long have you cosplayed and things like that?
Well, I've been cosplaying. Okay, introduction first, perhaps. Yes,
Yeah.
1 second. So, my boyfriend is under the table trying to get me some more light.
Well, you have a very kind boyfriend who's helping you.
Yeah, he is. He's also my fiance, so.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm getting married. 1 second. Oh dear. No, that's too harsh. 1 second. I don't know, something like this.
Yeah. Have you set a date for your wedding?
Hmm?
Have you set a date for your wedding?
Yeah, it will be 16th of October next year. So,
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah.
I was married 30th of November 2 years ago.
well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, right, the questions. Well, I am Santatory from Santatory Cosplay, also known as my real name, Trine Eriksson, Norwegian cosplayer. Been cosplaying quite some time now, but I started for real in 2011, I think. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I would say 2011. Yeah, definitely.
So usually we do this bit in the beginning where we ask each other, so what have you done this week? Have you made any progress, worked on some cosplay or anything?
Well, I have actually not done any cosplay in a couple of days since I came back from the UK on Tuesday. So I just decided to have kind of a cosplay free time.
Yeah, I can understand that. It's a lot of work.
It's been hectic in the couple of days, so it's good not to just cosplay all the time, but didn't last long. Been doing some progress with my new cosplays, which will be Tauriel and Amberlynn.
Hmm. Those are two very different characters.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Toriel is kind of different from the things I usually do, so I'm gonna try to do some leatherworking. And well, Anne Boleyn is just, I don't know, I might be taking a bit too much with her dresses, but
They're very elaborate dresses for sure. But if anyone can, get away with it, I think it's you because you make very lovely dresses. You do a lot of detail work.
yeah, I love that. I also think I sometimes hate myself, but yeah.
We all know the feeling. Why am I doing this to myself?
Yes. Too many times. I've been asking myself that. But yeah. It's cool.
But it's kind of like an addiction, once you start with cosplay, you can't really stop. And even if you're tired and you think, well, I need a break, as soon as you go to bed or 10 minutes later, it's like, oh my God, I have this great idea.
Yeah. Oh yes, too many times.
So you mentioned London Super Comic Con, and I figured we can talk a little bit about that because that's really cool because you guys were invited to attend. So how did that happen?
Well, I really don't know why or like how it happened, but a friend of mine, Starbit Cosplay, she got the invites first, and it kind of just spread. So it's kind of cool being invited to a convention where also Yaya Han and Kamui is guests as well. So I actually thought I was gonna die, but
like totally fangirling out, like, oh, Yaya Han.
Yeah, yes, we did. You could totally see it on my face in one of the pictures. I was so starstruck. So
I can understand. So how did you guys went as a group, and so you did a Game of Thrones group cosplay and a Lord of the Rings group cosplay.
Yeah.
So who had the idea and how did that evolve?
Well, the Game of Thrones group actually just started on Toricon 2011, where we met Starbit. She was Daenerys, and we sort of just like, I don't know, kidnapped her, sort of. And we've been cosplaying Game of Thrones together for quite some time. So it was only natural to go to London as a group in Game of Thrones. And group cosplays are fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And we thought about, okay, what other type of groups can we do? And we thought, of course, hello, Lord of the Rings and Tolkien universe. So yeah, we just sort of did that and turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I was super impressed with the green velvet dress and how well it turned out considering how little time you actually had to make it.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun to make, but it was also a challenge because I have never worked with those kinds of fabric before, and some of the fabrics I used hated each other, just did not want to stick. So it was a challenge, and yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the results.
Oh, it was a very, very lovely dress.
Thank you.
And so after, or what was your first cosplay? What was the first character you did?
My first character, that's kind of hard to choose from because I worked at Outland, a local comic book store, for a couple of years, and we had this thing that's Free Comic Book Day. It's worldwide, but everyone else cosplayed, so I started as well. It was nothing special, but I was Death from Sandman. So
you're kidding! That was my first cosplay too.
Woo! So yeah, that was probably my first kind of closet cosplay. I didn't really take it that serious until I made my first Eowyn dress, which also was for Free Comic Book Day. But my real cosplay was Marjorie Tyrell.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those the all blue dresses
Yeah.
without the brocade top.
Yeah, it was the first one I made. Was well, everybody has to start somewhere, but yeah. So I made her blue dress with the swirls on the bodice. So and that time I actually just drew the pattern on, and I didn't really care if it was screen accurate or something. It was just, yeah, just had to get some swirls there.
Well, sometimes it doesn't matter if you get the details all perfectly right, as long as people see it and get it, and like, oh yeah, that's that dress.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, after that cosplay, I was totally hooked. I had to just keep on doing it.
And so, did you have any experience with sewing or anything before you started cosplaying?
A bit. There was when I was younger. My mom used to sew a little bit, and also my sister. And there was, of course, some projects in school that I did, but yeah, it wasn't really that good. So just had the basic knowledge, like hemming the seams and yeah, cutting fabric.
Yeah, so you had a little bit more experience than I did. I was terrified of the sewing machine. I couldn't even thread it before I bought one last summer.
Wow. Yeah. Well, it's a start. Well,
It's a start. We all start somewhere. So. And Tonya, do you have anything you want to chime in with? Because I feel like I'm like running away with the whole interview, like I'm being selfish or something.
It's okay. It's okay. You're the best one at speaking English, anyways, and I kind of know lots of stuff about Santatory since we're real life best friends.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that because you guys know each other already, so I'm kind of the curious one, I guess.
Yeah.
So how many cons have you guys been to together?
Yeah, how many are those? Well, it's the Desicon Fantasy and Desicon, and yeah, I think it's about 3 or 4.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Because you live a bit far away. You live further up north.
Yeah.
But there is a local con up there too, ToryCon, right?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I really want to go there this year because everybody keeps telling me that it's such a great con, that they have such a good time.
Very good, actually. They are quite. They make quite a show. I like it, and it seems like they have a plan for what they do, sort of. And they also have a theme every con, so that's interesting.
Yeah, that's fun. Because then you can choose if you want to, participate in the bigger theme or if you just want to go with whatever you want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, but yeah, it's kind of, they do something with the surroundings as well that has something to do with the theme.
So they decorate the convention area? Yeah.
They did.
That's cool.
So it's really cool. It's I don't really know about any convention that actually does that. So
well, no, Archon usually has like a theme every year, but they're more of a gaming convention than a cosplay convention. So usually it's the games that get most of the attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have like a favorite convention?
Yes. After London Super Comic Con, I think that is my #1 convention that I've been to. It was so amazing, and it was, I have no word. It was just perfect in every way. The show, the people, everything. The community over in England is quite different.
In what way do you feel it's different? In what way do you feel it's different?
seems to me like the cosplay community in the UK is kind of more grown up, so to speak.
Like there are older people?
Yeah, they're older people, and well, cosplay conventions in Norway is, well, face it, it's kind of new.
Yes, for sure.
And you get the feeling, and you can totally see that in the UK it's been a while. So
Well, yeah, the UK and the US both have a longer period of time where cosplay has been a thing.
yeah, and well, it's people over there are generally very open to other people in more ways than I have experienced in the Norway in the Norwegian conventions. People aren't really afraid of just going up to you and introducing and just start talking, and it's kind of easier to get to know people and well, make new friends over there. It's the one thing that I have experienced that is a bit more different.
Hmm. Well, I can understand that. It might be, very nice to see that so many grown-ups or older people, at least,
Yeah.
attend conventions in cosplay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they do. And well, the cosplays are a bit different as well. There are, well, of course, there are lots of more cosplayers than in the Norwegian ones, but the quality is still kind of the same. So that's good.
Do you feel like we have more like anime and manga characters, or are there more like
Yes,
themes?
most definitely. Yeah, there are, well, manga and anime seems to be more in focus in the Norwegian kind of conventions than in the UK, but well, that's just what I observe. Maybe I just don't look at them and like, oh, that's Captain America instead. I don't know.
Well, it's all about perspective, I suppose.
Yeah, totally.
I just have to remind the audience who are watching, if you have any questions for Santatory, there is a live Q&A that you can ask questions in, and then we will try our best to answer your questions live.
Yeah.
Yeah, so use it. It's there for a reason.
Thank you for having me, by the way.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. We're all real big fans of your cosplays, and we thought it would be natural to ask you to attend since you're a friend of Tonya.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. And you seem like a very sweet person too, so.
Oh, thank you. I like to think so. Yeah. I don't know, maybe to somebody I seem superficial. Not superstitious. I am superstitious as well, but
at all.
She has dark sides. She does.
Well, who doesn't, for fuck's sake? I mean, I curse a lot. That's my weakness, I suppose.
I'm just trying to tell that she's not perfect in every single way.
Far from it. I'm just a normal person. Yes. Or not normal. Not really normal. I'm a bit strange, but that's... Yeah.
We're all strange here. Like Alice in Wonderland. Let's see. Any other questions? Yeah, what's your favorite cosplay that you've made so far?
My favorite one must be the one I recently finished, the new Marjorie screen accurate one.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you. It just went so strangely smooth to make. It was once I just tackled the body's corset pattern, everything went smooth. So it was a bit strange. Nothing really goes that smooth for me.
Yeah, and the belt you made out of Worbla, was that it?
Yes, made it in a couple of hours. Haven't really made anything special in Worbla, but I kind of like the material, but I'm probably gonna remake it in copper clay, and well, yeah.
Give it a more like proper metallic feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just upgrading that cosplay. I managed to get the actual fabric for the skirt as well when I was in London. So I'm gonna be terrified cutting in it, but it'll be.
Yeah, I just ordered some blue velvet because I'm planning on doing the blue Arwen gown from Lord of the Rings.
Oh yes.
And I'm really looking forward to getting it in the post, but I'm terrified of cutting into it because it's so shiny and so pretty, and
Yeah. Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
going to be able to buy more of that exact fabric because I got it from Etsy on a sale. So
Right. Well, then pattern is your friend.
yes, I've bought this Simplicity dress pattern.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking.
Perfect.
So I'll probably be using that, but I won't be following the recipe for the sleeves because they have like these cinching strings
Yeah.
in the
No.
arms, and I don't want that. I want the screen accurate look. So
The tube arms. Yeah.
yeah. But I'm really looking forward to it because I've never really made like one big floor length dress before. So it'll
Well,
be a nice challenge.
it's fun.
And now I can ask you if I have any troubles.
Yes, of course you can. It's just ask me anything. I'll
Yeah.
try to answer as clearly as I can. But I'm not so good at giving instructions, but I'll definitely give it a try.
Oh, you're being modest.
No, it's it's only because you get me, Tonya.
Yeah, we're two
You're
of a
like
kind.
this.
Yeah.
So close.
My sister from another mother.
Yeah, and father,
And father,
This is
yes.
from another mister.
family in general. But yeah.
So one thing that's really fascinated me about your cosplays and Starbit and Bat Bunnies is that you all buy these really beautiful wigs, and you how do you fasten the lace front wigs? Like, what do you do to make it look so neat?
There are different kinds of things you could use. There are wig glue that will just it's a glue. And you have the wig tape as well, which are kind of small tape parts that you, put on. Really good instructions are on the package, as well as the glue bottle. But my latest Eowyn wig, the lace was so ridiculously perfect that I didn't really use anything. It just sat there on my head. So no glue, no tape, nothing.
Okay, but where do you buy like the glue and the tape? Do you buy it online or?
Online you can get them at the same places that sell wigs. You could go to a special makeup place. I know of one in Oslo. Yeah. Me and names doesn't really work that well.
I used to walk past that store every day when I went to school, when I studied at Norges Kreative Fagskole.
Yeah. It's that store.
Yeah.
And they sell mustics, which you also could use for fastening your elven ears or anything else you want.
Right, so that's very good advice. We have a viewer question.
Oh. Yay!
Okay. And this is from one of my good friends, Jaya. And she asks, what's your day job, if you have one, and how do you make time to work on your cosplays in between work or school or,
Yeah. I work at a local coffee shop as a barista at the Dromedar Kaffebar in Trondheim. So I work there part-time because, I had some trouble in work injuries that has made, my elbow and my wrists aren't that good. So if I use them too much, it may actually, I might never be able to use my wrists again, so I don't work 100% there.
Right.
So it's a work injury.
Okay, so it's due to working at that coffee shop that you've gotten the injury. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. I love my job. So I do have some spare time working on my cosplays for that. And besides of working, I meet my friends. I draw a lot, and well, not as much as I should, but I did used to draw quite a lot. And well, cosplay.
Mm. Also, I can see on the YouTube video that someone is asking, can we ask questions there? And yes, of course you can. As long as I just keep paying attention, you can ask questions on YouTube. I'm also going to post the link to the to Google Plus where you can ask the questions. It should be a little Q&A talking bubble that makes that possible. Because I got some feedback that it was hard to find the Q&A area. So I'm just going to do that.
Smart.
So just, talk amongst yourselves.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Trine, you were talking about your Tauriel cosplay.
Yep.
And the thing is that me and Trine has planned to cosplay Tauriel and Keely together.
Yes. Oh, it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah. Lots of funny scenes and sad scenes. That'll be
yes.
fun. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing you as an elf.
Yeah.
I
can't wait. So.
Yeah. You haven't cosplayed much elves, have you? Except from Galadriel. Yeah.
This one time, yeah. But well, that was a dress. So Tauriel is going to be a bit different. So that's what really draws me to that cosplay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be something else. Kind of a badass elven girl. I like it.
Yeah, it suits you very much. What's the hardest cosplay you've ever made?
The hardest?
Yeah, the most challenging.
Well, all of them are really challenging in their own way, but it's gonna be my Ariel cosplay, pink dress that I made for her.
Yeah.
Because it was very technical, because I wanted it to look like as periodic, historical correct that I could possibly get. So I did a lot of research for that, and well, yeah, it was a very technical cosplay. So
I heard you did the bodice by using plastic strips from tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I just thought about finding something that could replace the boning, because boning is really expensive if you want it in metal. But then again, I also found out that the plastic strips that I use can be quite similar to the support of whale bones that they used in the 16th, 15th, and 17th century. So, not 15th, no. Not the 15th, but yeah.
But a couple of 100 years.
Yeah, potato, tomato. But, so, yeah, I just wanted something that gave support, but wasn't really expensive, and that you could get anywhere, basically.
Very clever.
Yeah.
I am a bit clever sometimes.
Well,
always.
It's very nice to talk about affordable and easy hacks for cosplay. I feel. Because that's always a challenge, because you want to be accurate, but you don't want to go broke and eat noodles for a month either.
No, you don't. So yeah, cheating is
good.
It's allowed, yeah, in the cosplay world.
Very good.
Yeah. So there are a lot of shortcuts you could do. For example, one that I found out was very helpful with my Galadriel dress, because hemming chiffon is truly A bitch, yes. Sorry, my language, but it's the truth. So I found out that if you just melt the fabric with fire, it works really, really well. So that's a tip that
Yeah.
I kind of live for in that
Yeah.
fabric.
I think that's a really good tip, but one should probably be careful not to get the fabric too close to the flame, because then it'll be, get
Black.
black, charred,
Or gone.
or gone.
Or,
Yes.
fire. Don't do that. So probably practice on a piece of chiffon before you actually do it on your product. Yeah.
That's a very good good safety trick.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I also have just some of my followers have been asking me how I get the hair on my wigs to look so natural. And
Yes, because they do, definitely.
yeah, it's something I recently found out. You just had to boil it in conditioner and a bit of hair oil and just let it soak for a bit. And this is only for heat-resistant wigs, of course, because if you do it on something that's not, you're just going to end up with the blob of melted plastic.
Yeah, that's not going to look good.
No. So after you have boiled it, you just rinse it really good with cold water and braid it or something and just let it dry. And you take your flattening iron and a comb and just go over the fibers, and then you can style it how you want the curls to be: straight, braid curls, twist curls, whatever your character or you want. And you boil it again, now without the conditioner. And well, just rinse it with cold water again, and it leaves the fibers super smooth.
And so how much heat do you use, and how long do you boil it?
Well, that depends on the thickness of the wig. My new Marjorie wig, I probably let it soak for a minute or two. Right after the water boils, you just take it off the pan and just let it disappear or cool down a bit, not much, but a bit, and just soak it.
Okay.
So, yeah. It doesn't need much, it's still just plastic, but conditioner actually really works for heat-resistant wigs.
Good, yeah. No, I usually use conditioner or, what's it called? Fabric softener.
Yeah, fabric softener, quite good as well.
At least when I clean them, or when I had to straighten out my Ariel wig, I bathed it in hot water and then hung it up to dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have used fabric softener on my other Marjorie wigs, and it's a good remedy, definitely. But I think I'm gonna stick to my conditioner soup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've never tried it before, so I'm definitely going to do that.
Yeah,
I don't understand. My cam is like really fuzzy, and it usually isn't. So this is not good.
So yeah.
But yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm just.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. Okay. So yeah. Are you tired, Tonya?
No, my cat is on that lap having a good time, and he uses his claws to show it.
Oh.
And it hurts. It hurts. It hurts, kitty. It hurts. Love hurts.
Yeah.
Ugh, I wish I had a cat still. I miss him.
Oh. Yeah, I miss mine too. I had two. Well.
You had two cats?
Away, but yeah. Yep, Lucifer and Midnight.
Aww. Yeah. Mine was named Madiba. We adopted him from another family, but he was just so fat, so we just called him Fatso.
Oh.
Or Chicken in Norwegian.
Original.
Very. Not as original as my brother's name for his cat. which I don't know if you watched the last episode, but I think I said it then too, but it's Frans Bendigo Katskank den andre.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a really long name. I think he's Catholic or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you going to Desicon Fantasy next weekend?
No, I'm afraid I won't be able to make it. I'll have to work, so yeah, I got
Understandable.
I got some time off to go to London, so yeah, I need money.
Yeah. Oh, I feel yeah.
We all need money. Cosplay is expensive, so we all need money.
Yeah, it's expensive. Used quite a lot of money on my new Marjorie skirt, so I'll be working very much.
Yeah. Oh, we have a new question. Have you tried using dry shampoo to make your wigs more matte looking?
No, not really. I haven't had any problem with my wigs being too shiny. If you know where to buy your wigs, it could be good to actually just use a bit more money on them to get the quality a bit better, so that it won't look as plastic. So, but I heard that people use baby powder and, well, dry shampoo as well, so, but I haven't really had need to use that.
Oh, I think I have to sneeze. I'm sorry. I don't know why I announced it, but yeah, I tried using like a very light hairspray just on mine because I tried braiding it, and it looked very. Because this is cheap. This is really cheap, but it looked very nice once I sprayed it a little bit. It didn't look so glossy anymore. So regular spray will help too.
Very nice tips. I haven't done anything to my wigs.
Oh, I'm still on the cheap wig level because my budget is very tight, but I am dreaming of buying some expensive wigs from Wig is Fashion or Arda Wigs. Yeah, because they have so gorgeous stuff.
Yeah, I've just ordered some one wig from Wig Fashion, some auburn or reddish brown colored hair.
Yeah.
For elf cosplay or?
Yeah, I guess, or just like for whenever I feel like having that.
Yeah, I need to buy an auburn wig too for my steampunk fairy cosplay, which I'm planning. Yeah. I didn't know if you've seen this, Enyassia. I posted this earlier this week.
Wow.
It's the hair barrette I made.
So you made that?
Yes, I did.
Wow. Oh my god!
It's just, like a regular hair clip, and then there's brass filigree that I glued onto it. And then I glued on some pearls here, and then this is a round blue pearl that I bead stitched a little circle around, and then this is embroidered on a felt background. So just started with the bead in the middle and then just worked my way out. So
very amazing. Very amazing.
Yep.
It takes a while, but it was very fun to make.
You should make some for me.
Yes, I can if you want some. I have a jewelry making hobby, on the side, so I just use those skills in cosplay now.
Is that so?
Well,
my Anne Boleyn is gonna acquire quite a lot of jewelry.
Well,
so if you need help, I might just ask you for some stuff.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Good, because I really don't want to make that.
It is very time consuming. I mean, you can't be in a rush when you make it because you just can't work faster than one pearl at a time, so
yeah,
you have to be patient or at least enjoy it while you're doing it.
Yes, I would probably just rage out eventually.
A lot of people say that, but it's
Yeah.
very soothing. It's kind of like knitting. You're just sitting there and you have some peace of mind and you're doing something with your hands, so you get some time off, I suppose. So
Never
I think you'd be surprised at how long you can actually sit there and just bead.
Yeah, no, can't really imagine that, but I also haven't knit in my entire life except
Eh,
that one time at, well, school.
mm.
It did.
Yeah, no, my mom used to knit a lot when I was little, but I never really understood it. But then I just suddenly decided that, okay, I'm going to try. So I knitted, I don't know if you've seen my Christmas cosplay.
No,
No,
not.
it's I made like a gnome, Norwegian gnome Nissa hat and some matching gloves, and then I just did a closet Christmas cosplay dressed
Ah.
as a gnome. So it was a fun project, and it wasn't really that hard, so I don't really understand why I didn't get it before. I felt a little bit stupid.
Well, better late than never.
Yes, better late than never.
Better late than never. Yeah.
Let's see. It's nearing. Well, we've got 10 minutes left. Do you have something you wanna like tell your listeners, or anything you wanna ask us, Santatory?
Well, I feel like I'm talking about myself a lot.
Well, that's
So-
kind of the point with an interview, don't you think?
But well, I am actually really excited for the new Game of Thrones series. And well, there are a couple of dresses there I am planning to make because finally Marjorie has sleeves.
Oh, yay! Now that you mention it, she hasn't had a lot of sleeves.
No, she has not. So I think that this dress is kind of more like a Cersei style. So that's
It's
really
the wedding dress you're talking about, then?
no, it's a golden brown kind of dress with the long sleeves and has the same. It looks quite
Like
a
a
lot like
wraparound?
yeah, Cersei's kind of. Hey you,
Company.
you're bringing me my cold tea.
Yeah, well, you can sue them. He's not the only husband who's been on the show. Mine is consequently in the background gaming Destiny.
Yeah. Well, he's my fiance who's bringing me cold tea instead of actually just making me a new cup. But
Yeah, he could have made you a new cup. That's quite true.
oh well.
Oh well.
But
Or he could have put it in the microwave.
I mean, I've been dying to do a Game of Thrones cosplay ever since I started cosplaying, but I honestly don't know who I would choose. Because, one, my face doesn't really look like anyone's. And-
makeup does a lot of things for a face.
Well, yeah, that's true. So, it's hard to decide because they're all so pretty and so strong in their own way.
Well, just go with the one that you feel has the most interesting costumes, or the one that you feel connected to, or
Mm.
both.
Yeah.
And just have fun, I guess.
That's a good advice. I'm really interested in that white dress that we've been seeing Daenerys in the pictures from the new season.
Yeah, she has two white ones.
Mm.
To be honest, is it the one with the big sleeves, or
Yeah, the one with the big long white sleeves.
Yeah, that's really really.
I would be terrified to wear it because I'm a klutz, and so I would probably spill it and ruin it after an hour or two. But it's really beautiful.
Oh yes, Daenerys has a lot of new costumes for cosplay. So there are quite a lot of interesting new dresses this season. Also, we have Marcella. That
Oh yeah, sure.
I've seen before.
She's growing up and stuff too, right?
Yeah, and I really like the way that they have done her dresses and outfits. So I'll be very interested in seeing that.
Hmm.
And
And also the
Alessandra.
sand snakes will be introduced, so that will be interesting. Although I've heard a lot of people commenting about how they think it's kind of strange how some of the characters don't appear as they are described in the book and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Well, they do take their own, I don't know, versions
Yeah.
of the characters. But
Artistic liberty or something. Artistic liberty, I guess.
Yeah. Well, so far, there was in the beginning that I was wondering why Marjorie wasn't wearing green.
Yes, because she's of House Tyrell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I just got really used to it, that it's blue, apparently. But yeah, it would be really fun to maybe one day make a Marjorie Tyrell book version cosplay.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Because
So,
you could still do the Natalie Dormer character, but in a green dress.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, I don't know. Maybe someday in the future.
Yeah. No, that would be interesting to see, really.
Thank you. We shall see.
We'll see. So have you guys been watching anything interesting on television or gaming something interesting this past week?
Television.
Netflix, HBO, whatever.
No, I'm rewatching The Tudors again. So, yeah, and haven't really had any time to game something, but maybe I'll be gaming Dragon Age Inquisition soon.
Yeah, I've kind of had to take a pause from Dragon Age Inquisition because it was too much. I was gaming too much.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I've been watching From Lark Rise to Candleford because I'm a sucker for British costume drama.
Yeah.
And it's like this really cute little show, and you get this, happy feeling inside when you watch it. It's nice. And you, Tonya?
I've been very obsessed. Oh, whatever. With the Doctor Who lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. I had to check out what the hype was about. So yeah, I can get it. I get it.
Yeah.
It's mostly that because I've been quite occupied with writing my final exam for school. Hopefully I'll pass it. I think I do, but you never know. And so it's been quite slow on the gaming front. But I've some nights I've been watching my boyfriend playing an anime based game named Catherine.
Oh,
Like
I heard about
Nightmare.
that. That's supposed to be really, really interesting.
It's quite interesting. It's about a guy who's getting nightmares, which he has to survive, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of mindfuck.
I like watching people game. I don't necessarily need to game myself. If my husband is gaming, I can just sit on the couch next to him and be that annoying Sunday driver that no, you can't do that. You should go do that instead.
Yeah, same here. But I think my boyfriend likes having me there because then it's much more easier on his own mind.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, that's pretty much 1 hour, and that's all the time we had today. So before you go, Santatory, is there anything you'd like to just say before we wrap it up?
Well, just have fun with your cosplays. That's the most important things, and just don't do anything that you don't want to do just because people tell you that you should, and cosplay the characters you feel like you want to do. And
That's very good advice.
yeah, just have fun. It's the most important things. You should always have fun.
Absolutely. Cosplay is about fun.
Yes, it is.
And doing what you want to do.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's been a joy having you on, and you're very welcome to come back anytime if you feel like you have something you want to share or you just want to hang out on one of our casts.
Yep.
We don't mind visitors at all.
Good. I might just do that.
And And so next Sunday is going to be a Desicon Fantasy special. So we're going to talk a little bit about how Desicon Fantasy was, and maybe show you guys some pictures and stuff. And yeah, hopefully that'll be entertaining, and hopefully we'll have some live viewers then too. So we can just end it off by saying bye-bye from Pixiedust Cosplay.
Bye! It was a blast.
And bye-bye from Enyassia Cosplay.
Okay.
Tune in next time.
See you
Bye.
next Sunday.
Bye.